What if I told you that you could build a functional AI agent? One that can search the web, run code, and read files right on your own laptop today. And what if I told you the cost to get started in API fees was exactly zero? Well, that's not a hypothetical. In this explainer, we're going to map out exactly how you can do it.
Yep, that's the number, $0. Thanks to this incredible ecosystem of open source models and tools that have popped up, you really don't need an OpenAI API key or a credit card just to start building some seriously powerful automations. It's kind of wild. Most people just don't realize how accessible all of this has become.
So, think of this as your roadmap. We're going to cover what an agent even is, the free tools you'll need, the two main ways you can go about building one, and really importantly, the real-world limitations you should know about. By the end, you'll have a super clear path to getting started in under an hour.
Okay, first things first. What actually separates an AI agent from just a simple chatbot? Well, it all comes down to one word: action. A chatbot talks, but an agent does.
So how does it work? Well, an agent uses a large language model, an LLM, which is the same tech behind stuff like ChatGPT, as its reasoning engine. You can think of it as its brain. But this brain doesn't just generate text. It decides which tool to use, maybe a web search or a calculator, and then it executes a step to get closer to the goal you've given it.
And this whole process is actually a really simple loop. You give it a goal, something like find the top 3 sci-fi movies of 2024 and summarize their plots. The agent then thinks, okay, my first step is probably to search the web. It runs that search. Then it looks at or observes the results. Based on what it finds, it decides on the next step, and it just keeps repeating this loop until the job is done.
Okay, so you need a brain for your agent, and you basically have two main paths to get one for free. This is your first major choice. Are you going to run it on your own hardware, or are you going to use a free service up in the cloud?
And this brings up a fundamental trade-off. Running a model locally with a tool like Allama gives you total, absolute privacy. Your data never, ever leaves your machine. But the catch? Your performance is limited by your computer's hardware. On the other hand, using a free cloud API gives you access to these enormous, blazing fast models, but you are sending your data to a third party. So, for sensitive tasks, local is king. For raw power, the cloud wins.
All right, so once you've picked your engine, you have to actually assemble the agent. And again, you have two fantastic, totally free options here: a visual, no-code approach or a more traditional code-first framework.
This choice really just depends on your comfort level. With a no-code tool like Langflow, you can literally drag and drop components on a canvas and have a working agent in like 20 minutes. It's incredibly fast. But for maximum control and really complex logic, a code-first framework like CrewAI is the way to go. It just, naturally comes with a steeper learning curve.
Now, it's time for a crucial reality check. Building a free agent is amazing, but these smaller, local models we're often using, they have their limits. It's really important to know what they're good at and where they tend to struggle.
This quote from the source material just sums it up perfectly. These smaller models, like the 7 billion parameter models that run really well on laptops, they're capable, but they're not always consistent. And if you're wondering, you can think of parameters as just a rough measure of the model's brain power. So a 7B model is smart, but it can sometimes get confused about when to use a tool versus when to just answer from its own knowledge.
Think of it like an 80-20 rule. 80% of the time, the agent will probably work just like you expect. But that other 20%, that's where you have to be really specific in your prompts. So instead of just asking it to research self-driving cars, you might tell it, use the web search tool to find 3 recent articles on self-driving cars. That extra clarity really helps avoid confusion.
So, the key takeaway here is to play to their strengths. These smaller models are fantastic at tasks with clear boundaries: summarizing a specific text, drafting an email based on some notes you have, or answering questions from a document you give it. Think of them as highly capable specialists for well-defined jobs, not so much as general-purpose problem solvers.
And remember, free doesn't mean there are no constraints. Running these models locally eats up disk space. Those free cloud APIs? They have rate limits that you can definitely hit if your agent gets too complex. And of course, the speed of a local model depends entirely on your hardware.
So what does your machine actually need? For a 7 billion parameter model, which is a great starting point, you'll want at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. Want to run a slightly bigger 13B model, you should probably have 16 gigs. And for those really huge 70B models, you're going to need a pretty powerful machine with a dedicated graphics card, a GPU, to handle all that heavy lifting. And what about speed? Well, on a standard laptop, you should probably expect a 7B model to generate about 5 to 10 tokens per second. You can think of a token as roughly a word. Now, that's definitely fast enough to be useful, especially when you're just developing, but it will feel noticeably slower than a paid cloud service.
So, after all that, what's the simplest, fastest way to get started? Let's turn all this theory into a concrete, 3-step plan you can follow, like right now.
Here it is, just 3 steps. First, install a llama. That's what lets you run models locally. Then pull a capable model, like Qwen 2.5. Second, install the Langflow desktop app. That's your visual builder. And third, open up Langflow, find the Simple Agent template, and just point it to your local llama model. That is it. You can have a working agent running entirely on your own machine in under an hour.
We've really reached a point where the cost of entry for building AI agents has just completely dropped to zero. The tools are mature, the models are free, and the only real limit is figuring out what useful or interesting or just plain fun problems you want to solve. The question is no longer if you can build it. The question now is, what will you build?